Today I'm here with my dog Dude, and we're about to go take him on a run on a treadmill for the very first time with RunBuddy Mobile. And we're about to talk to the owner David about how he built this company with over 7 vans where he runs dogs for a living and makes over 7 figures doing it. So let's go ahead and go see how Dude does on the treadmill for the very first time, and then let's find out all about how David built that business right there. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, David, so we're standing here at RunBuddy, right? RunBuddy HQ.
RunBuddy University.
RunBuddy University. Tell me a little bit about what we got going on here.
So RunBuddy University is essentially our training center where we train our coaches to run dogs in our mobile dog gym.
That's incredible. And why did you get involved to begin with? We were talking a little bit off camera, right? You said you've been training dogs. You've been in the world of really dogs for what, 2 decades?
Yes, I've been training and running dogs on treadmills for something like 22, 23 years. One of my first dogs when I first got a house, you know, being from LA, a lot of us love pit bulls, and I really felt like the breed was misunderstood. And I kind of set out to show people that if you exercise your dog properly, not only is training easier, but we avoid a lot of those issues that end up getting dogs surrendered to shelters and rescues.
Okay, we're out here with Dude and David. And David, Dude's never ran on a treadmill before, so what are you thinking?
I think he's gonna do really good.
Okay, so talk to me about the first time, that a dog will ever do this. I mean, obviously, I take Dude on walks. I mean, we do all kinds of stuff, right? But of course, he's never done anything like this.
And that's the main point right there, is that dogs that get walked on a regular basis tend to learn this really quickly. Dogs that don't get walked tend to struggle and kind of panic a little bit more.
Got it.
Yes, there's a little apprehension. The floor's moving beneath one. We're gonna be super patient, super positive, and we're just gonna encourage one step and then the next and the next and the next, and before you know, I bet Dude's gonna be showing off.
I love it. Well, let's go ahead and get Dude in there and see what he's got.
Come on, Dude, let's go. Oh, this one doesn't have flaps. Good. Come on, Dude. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Come on, good boy. Come on, good boy. Again, we get them harnessed up because they essentially can't push unless they have something to lean against.
Sure.
And then we get him on here, and he looks like he's already like curious. He's sniffing. He's trying to figure it out. It's when they're locked up that you got to kind of go into a different kind of training. With this, he's looking curious already. Okay, come on, Dude. Let's go. Come on, Dude. Come on, Dude. Come on, my dude.
That's a good boy.
Come on, my dude. Let's go. Let's go. So you can see the super focus because he's learning to balance. You see a little bit of shakiness. That's just the muscles he doesn't use on a regular walk because dogs overcompensate away from their rear quarters when they're walking on flat ground at our pace. Come on, good boy. There we go. There we go. That's my dude. That's my dude. That's a good boy.
That's crazy.
And he's already picking up the pace.
He's already
His tail is wagging.
Yeah.
And again, he's a confident dog with no anxiety, no fear. Oh, good boy. And what's really rare is, as you can see, he's kind of messing around with his center of gravity, and he's getting that little stutter step in, almost like he wants to run.
Right.
Because you can't force a dog to run. You can encourage and essentially beg and cheer and clap, but it just comes down to when they're ready. And you can see he's trying to figure out how to run. Almost like he needs that leap of faith where he throws the treadmill back and he's like, I'm gone, I'm going.
I feel like he's having a good time now.
Yeah,
That's
super
so
focused.
crazy.
As you notice, he's not looking around much, which that'll come with time.
Yeah, because he's cruising. How fast do you think he's going right now? Like 5 miles an hour?
He's going about 5 miles an hour right now. Yeah. As you can see too, we have a good pant going, but he's not dripping like crazy.
Right.
He's not panicking. He's totally in control. He's slowed it down a few times. He's sped it up a few times. Good boy. Oh, look at he wants to run.
Yeah.
Come on, good boy. Oh man, he almost broke out in a sprint right there. Like he buckled up to kick the back legs back and then slowed himself down.
So I bet you it was really important when you decided to go from the motorized to the non-motorized treadmill then, right?
It was a game changer.
Yeah.
Right there, I noticed a huge difference in the mental aspect and how fast the rehabilitation of reactivity, resource guarding, and confidence building. Non-motorized is a game changer. If you notice, when dogs are on an electric treadmill, and I know it helps people and some people are very successful, especially in the summers, it'll get you through the summer. You get these 10 little minute sessions, and I don't recommend you running your dog on an electric treadmill more than 15 minutes. You don't want a dog
forced to hold the gait. On a non-motorized treadmill, they're adjusting and changing every split second. So it's safer and it's better for their mind.
Yeah.
And I was able to really see the difference on how fast I can get rid of reactivity and aggression and resource guarding and things like that.
Sure, that's awesome. Well, what do you say we go run some dogs?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So how long does it take a dog to learn how to do that?
So it all depends on the dog and their current abilities, right? Their current confidence level. Most healthy dogs that get walked on a regular basis, I can get them walking like in 5 or 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's the dogs from the rescues we work with, from hoarding situations, dogs that have never been walked on a leash, dogs that have been abused. You know, when I first got into rescue, I thought hoarding cases were far and few between.
Yeah.
They're like on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And then over time, as they build up confidence, again, we get them to take one step, and then we encourage the next and the next and the next. And before you know it, we got Lola here. Come on, Lola, let's go, girl. Let's go, girl. Where I can hype her up and she'll pick up the pace, and then she'll settle down into her little pace. And then some dogs come in and they have their routine. They'll run the first few minutes, right? All out sprint. And then they'll settle in. We'll stop for a quick little water break. And then we hype them up and we get them going again.
What keeps them going? Like, what motivates them, in your opinion, to keep, like her right now? Like, why not just stand there? You know, like, they obviously must enjoy it, right?
Genetics.
Yeah.
90-something% of all dogs were created to do a job. If you open up a breed book of dogs, you'll see that there are very, very few pages in that book of dogs that were just bred to be pets.
Sure.
Most dogs were bred to do a specific job. And we've taken them away from those jobs. I mean, even if you see like some rat terriers, Jack Russells, Chihuahuas, they're out in a field killing rats. They're jumping, running, pouncing. You know, and it's like the healthiest that dog could be. So since I don't have that available for dogs, I give them this job. And it's not the job they were bred to do, but it's a job.
How long have you been running this dog right here?
I think she's been running with us for like 3 or 4 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
And like, you know, RunBuddy, is it a subscription model, or can people just book?
People can book and pay as they go, or people can buy a pack of 10 and use as they want. We have multiple dog discounts as well. We make it very affordable.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of customers where you go at the same day and same time every week or every other week?
It's about 90% of the clients go once a week.
Okay.
Because you fall in love with your dog all over again.
Right.
And for some people that are struggling with the breed that they got, it gives them hope and light at the end of the tunnel. Like, my dog can be calm.
Have you ever had a dog that wouldn't do it? Like, you just couldn't for the life of you get him to do it?
Well, I've been running dogs on treadmills for 22 years, and I'm going to tell you that no.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing, right?
I hope you're enjoying the business tour so far. Really quick, if you wouldn't mind, if you know of a business that you think would be a really cool tour, or if you own a business that you would like to get featured, all you have to do is text 480-418-5339, the word business, okay? Again, 480-418-5339, the word business, and we'll see if you qualify or if the business qualifies for us to go ahead and tour it. Now let's just go ahead and get back to the tour. How do you charge? Do you charge by dog? Do you charge by job or by site, by house?
Essentially, we charge by dog, and then we give discounts for going weekly.
Okay.
A frequency discount.
Got it.
Yeah.
And if somebody has like 3 or 4 dogs, do they get a discount as well?
Yeah, we have multiple dog discounts.
Okay.
To make it affordable for people, you know, because, you know, people are always like, you should charge more. It's too much. I was like, you know what? I'd rather run more dogs than less dogs.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, probably not a good businessman, you know, when it comes down to it, but I was always, the money will figure itself out. Let me take care of the dogs.
Yeah.
And we'll worry about the money later.
Sure.
You know, my accountant might, you know, disagree with me, but little by little over the year, we've raised the price. Of course, gas has been pretty high for a while now, and that's affected profitability, but we've done little price increases over time, you know, try to keep it affordable so, you know, the average Arizonian can afford our business.
What is your current price right now?
We start at $65 for a single dog, and then we go up from there.
And then that'll get you like a half an hour run?
Half an hour. Sessions are 30 minutes long, and most people go once a week. In the summer, some people do jump up to twice a week.
Yep.
But, I mean, hardly ever do you have a dog that goes 3 times a week. And in fact, we usually deter people from going 3 days a week, unless it's like
a Doberman, a Bull Terrier, a Malinois, somebody really high drive.
Talk to me about the equipment a little bit. Is all of the equipment completely custom?
Yeah, all the equipment that you're looking at is all custom built.
Okay.
It's built for dogs, and ours also look really good.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the point also. You know,
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be asking people to do something completely new and strange to them, and it had to look fun.
Yeah.
It had to look inviting, hence the orange color, hence the bright, you know.
Yep.
You know, keeping it positive, you know.
Did it take time to figure out how to get all the equipment just right, just the way you needed it to be?
Essentially, a lot of it had to do with how big of equipment we needed.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be able to run all dogs. I didn't want to say no to a big dog or no to a small dog.
Right.
So we have a wide range of sizes. We have a small, medium, large, and an extra large in every van. As you can see, she's refusing water, but she is panting.
Yeah.
And the thing is that panting doesn't always mean thirsty. Dogs don't sweat like humans. The way they cool their body down is through panting.
Sure.
And in fact, people are always like, give the dog water. It's not healthy to give a dog water while they're exercising. Just like you and I would cramp if we drank a gallon of water during a marathon, dogs can actually get bloat, which is when their stomach flips over onto themselves. It's very common in Great Danes.
Wow.
And again, you just think your dog's tired, and essentially they're having a medical emergency, and you need to get to the vet right away.
Wow.
So little water, wet their whistle, it's fine, but you never want to give dogs too much water while they're exercising. Here we are in business now, 7 years later, 250,000 sessions in, and we're about to expand across the country. First one opening in Austin very soon.
It's insane. And you have 7 vans now.
We have 7 vans.
In Arizona. And are they all out pretty much all the time? I mean, are they...
They're out. We're booked solid pretty much Monday through Saturday. We close Sundays for extra cleaning and maintenance.
Got it.
Every van gets cleaned every night. Being the most experienced dog gym, along with that, we wanted to be the cleanest as well.
Yeah. Why do dogs need RunBuddy?
What the dogs need most of all are the 2 main reasons for using RunBuddy. One is the mental well-being of your dog. Providing your dog with almost like the most natural state of their genetics is giving them a job. And again, I have a chocolate lab. I'm not a duck hunter. He would thrive hunting ducks and retrieving ducks all day, but I'm not a duck hunter. And especially here in America, we have a lot of dogs that were specifically bred for doing a job, and we've taken that job away from them. Sometimes some things you do in the house turns into their job, you know, barking at the window, barking at the mailman, barking at the FedEx guy. That turns into their job, and that's actually therapeutic for the dog. So don't always stop your dog from barking. You know, that can be really good for their brain. And number 2 is the misconception that your dog is old. Back, leg, and hip health is supreme. The stronger your dog's supportive muscles and back legs are, the longer the mind and the body will stay connected, and the healthiest, longest life possible that you will get out of your dog.
Wow. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the treadmills that we have here? I know that you said you have a bunch of new treadmills that you're getting in the facility. And of course, we're going to check out all the treadmills in the vans in a little while. But is it just literally as simple as small dogs, large dogs, medium dogs, or is there more to it than that?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. It goes by size. The belt is free flowing. So if you can imagine, you go for a bike ride around the block with the family, you're not really working up a sweat.
Right.
You take a spin class, you're pushing a weighted wheel, you're focusing, you're being coached. It's much different, higher adrenaline, higher endorphins, higher heart rate.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people walk their dogs, and again, just like humans, you see humans try to lose weight and they go for a walk. Walking doesn't raise your heart rate, walking doesn't build muscle, and walking doesn't stretch muscle. And those are the 3 key things you need to lose weight and essentially gain mobility.
So obviously it's one thing for you to do RunBuddy and you to, you know, have your own van and everything. What made you decide to scale and get more vans on the road and eventually now franchise?
Well, essentially, even with launching RunBuddy, with my dog training, I can only help so many dogs. But by duplicating myself, especially with us donating to rescue, again, I say this on TikTok a lot, where my goal is to drop the number of dogs that get put down in this country by 1 million. This type of workout, this type of mental and physical event that we train the dogs to do would take care of essentially 90% of people's dog issues. Those little nippy behaviors, the resource guarding, reactivity, aggression. So if we can drop the number of dogs that get surrendered to shelters, and then also help the dogs that are in the shelter get out and not get returned by getting their mind right before they get adopted. Essentially, by doing that,
will actually make a difference in the whole country.
Yeah.
You know, I can only do so much by myself, but with our training, that's why the training is so important. I can duplicate myself over and over again, get a bunch of canine certified fitness coaches all over the country, and then we'll really make an impact in the dog world.
Sure.
Because the rescue world is a mess right now.
Yeah.
County has 1,300 dogs, and you know, there's another 50 rescues. I mean, we're talking a lot of dogs that need homes.
Yeah. Is it difficult to scale? Like, is it difficult to hire the right people to do this type of job?
Yeah, we've been extremely lucky with the people that we attract, and we've been very patient. I've had to work extra hours while we wait for that person to magically appear.
Yep.
But we get a lot of compliments. So every once in a while I'll cover a shift, and every single house is like your team, your coaches. Every single one of them is amazing. And you know, it's a credit to the training and the ongoing training we put our coaches through. I don't let just anybody jump in the van and go run dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I have to certify them, and if they don't make it through training, I don't certify them, and they don't work for me.
Yeah.
I am extremely strict on who I put out there. Essentially, you have dogs' lives in your hands.
Yeah.
And you know, you got to take care of them.
Yeah, you do. You have 900,000 followers on TikTok, right? Obviously, this is a very viral type of business. You know, what is the main way that you attract customers?
Social media.
Yeah.
And our volunteer work. I think most people's first experience with us is they saw us running dogs at a shelter. And we do a lot of social media. We don't really pay for any kind of marketing. Maybe that's my fault. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure that out, where to spend my money. I bought a couple of ads on Instagram here and there, but really our volunteer work and the van itself, driving around from neighborhood to neighborhood. A lot of people saw the van driving by. And it's a light bulb that goes off, you know, because people are looking. You know, a lot of people will be like, oh, this is for lazy people, but lazy people don't hire us.
Right.
Lazy people are just that. They're lazy. They don't care.
Yep.
People that hire us are always looking for more. They're those people that already get accused of doing too much with their dog.
Yeah.
Leave your dog at home. Why do you have to take your dog everywhere? Because they're my child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Leave me alone. You know?
100%.
Come on, good girl.
We're in a Mercedes Sprinter van right now.
We're in a Mercedes Sprinter van too.
So talk to me about that decision.
Well, there's a few things, right? The emblem pulling up.
Yeah.
A lot of people have never been in a Mercedes, and yet their dog works out in a Mercedes. And they're extremely reliable. Mercedes follows us on TikToks. We've done events for them. So shout out to Mercedes. They said after I get 25 vans, I can get a discount on the SL that I want.
There you go.
So we're almost there.
And are all of your vans Mercedes?
All of them will be Mercedes, and as we cross the country, every van will be a Mercedes.
So you're going to require that your franchisees...
Yeah, we build the Treadmills to fit specifically into the Mercedes.
Got it, okay. And just out of curiosity, what does it cost to build a van like this? I mean, including the van, the wrap, all the treadmills, the whole thing.
It's a little over 100 and some thousand.
Okay.
You know, the vans are running 70 some thousand. We're looking at like $25,000 in treadmills.
Yep.
And then, like you said, the wrap, all the little things needed.
Thank you so much for staying till the very end of the video. I greatly appreciate it. All of David's information with RunBuddy Mobile will be down in the description below. As always, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, comment down below what types of businesses you'd like me to tour in the future, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.